Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cherry Street Sports for the TAB State Championships. And we're about to get underway with our men's singles final. And that scoreboard has done me again. Let's change it to men's singles. Well, the trial end's completed, and Ben Twist of St John's Park will take on Cody Packer of Merrylands. Joining me for expert comments again this evening, Jason Pinnock, local club support manager for Bowls Australia.
Yes, Andrew, and the way today's play's been, this should be absolute cracking final. These two blokes have been in some very fine form leading into this. And conditions are very, very comfortable here this evening, Andrew. It's just cooled off slightly. But perfect playing conditions. The lights are now just about taking full effect.
Ben Twist will roll the jack for the first end. And no surprise that he goes fairly long with his opening effort. So this is day 13. It's day lots. We've got 3 days remaining after this. Tomorrow morning, drop into Cherry Street Sports. You'll be able to see 3 singles finals in action in the morning. The men's senior, women's senior and open reserve. Those finals will be played here tomorrow morning. And tomorrow afternoon across our 3 venues, Cherry Street Sports, Club Lennox and Alstonville Plateau. All the Fours Championships underway. And the birds just settling in for the evening, or they're not settling at all, they're chirping like heck. Plenty of noise going on. Penny Twist. Decent start again. Cody Packer in his semi-final was exceptional with his opening 2 bowls in the first 2/3 of the game. And we could hear some cheering from beside you if Cody goes well. The Merrylands cheer team led by our special guest for last game, Katie Ashley. Although I'm not sure she's really raucous. I think the birds make more noise than Katie does.
Yeah, there is a Merrylands contingent just to the left of the commentary box here. Don't worry, Twisty's got his fans all sitting inside.
There's a few around. And the other fan, the number 1 fan, got a singles trophy on her table. Could this be a double delight for Twisty and Brianna, or who I jokingly call the most beautiful couple in bowls? That's a lot when I'm standing next to Triple M.
That's the first reference to that I've heard in...
That's my first one.
11 or 12 days, so... Yeah, great bowl there, Cody.
Conditions here, there's just a light breeze. It's probably still around about 19 degrees. That's what it feels like to me anyway. Just ever so slightly cool on that breeze, which is actually quite lovely.
And it's actually coming a little bit more from the west, Andrew, so another change in direction. Okay, marker indicates Cody is actually 1 down, so Twisty has shot with that bowl to the right on your screen.
Well, I'm a bit out. Ballina apparently is 22.2. Our Richie Benno temperature. And the feels like is 22.2.
An opportunity here for Cody. You can get down to the jack. A little bit of movement would be ideal.
Just got a little bit of speed for that to get back.
See his intention though, Andrew.
Yep. So we do trust you've been enjoying the broadcast from here from Cherry Street Sports of the TAB State Championships. Just a reminder, you should subscribe, like the Bowls New South Wales YouTube channel, and then you won't miss any of the action when our TAB Platinum Pennant gets underway. Next Friday evening, the 11th of April, round 1, streaming 6 o'clock. This man will be part of that game as well. That's Cabramatta Bull Ants will be home to the St John's Park Saints. Blockbuster first round. That's the local derby. Maybe not quite a grudge match, but certainly plenty of friendly rivalry.
Now Twisty just looking to get one deep, and he has. See any movement of the jack backwards, and it was all Cody, so he's finished in a good home there. Cody has to be a bit more disciplined with his weight here to try and get that count.
Yeah, 1 or 2 feet, just on that backhand. Can sit the shot bowl, or just a little trail, or you're just trying to dead draw, one of the two.
It's a little bit tight here, Andrew. Don't know if he's going to hold all the way down. No, he's not. So
Just got a little glance. I don't think that was enough, so it will be 1 too many twists. Well, there's a few small changes to a few teams and a few big changes to a few others in the TAB Platinum Pennant this year. You can catch up with all of those details visiting the Bowls New South Wales website. That's bowlsnsw.com.au. You'll find all the squads available through that site. It'll be interesting to see how those squads are managed, those changes, just to try and make some, or manage your team harmony. Make some changes can really upset your team harmony. Oh, I haven't pressed the slow-mo replay on this one. This is just Twisty delivering. Some very interesting changes to squads there, so jump on and have a look.
well, this is pretty well pointed. It's a great opener by Twisty there.
Well, conditions, I think they're just about perfect. It's the Flying Foxes going over at the moment, the big screechy chatter.
You'll also find, Andrew, behind the players there's a lot of trees there, and you get the white cockies perching up in there.
Yep. They're making a hell of a noise.
And don't worry about the white cockies, because there's a white bowl just comes straight down. Beautiful draw bowl there by Cody Packer.
How good are they going to be when they settle into rhythm and get their quality going? Well, we do trust that You're going to enjoy this broadcast. Settle back with a cuppa or something else if it tickles your fancy.
Twisty just wants this to pull back. I tell you what, Andrew, he's done it. That's a great reply. Wow. N2. We could be in for a absolute...
Well, these fellas are likely to upset our comm staff because every time I hit replay, just to store it in case there's not a better bowl this end, it stores that for the hot shots, the reels we put on Facebook and TikTok.
Well, we got that second bowl out of...
Apparently I pressed the button 56 times during a game the other day. I did let her off during the pairs final. There was a lot there. I said, just go to the last one. Axe true shot. Benny twist, backhand draw. He'll just want to get down to Cody Packer's last delivery. He's got the best back. You want this just to hold its line a bit longer. Well, Cody can play either hand here. I actually think the forehand has probably a better option. Can you just get a winner off the inside of Ben's last bowl, or just get down to the shot, chip that jack?
Yeah, takes away the risk of chipping the jack on the other side and pushing it across to the Ben twist bowls. They're out that side. Well,
close.
He's wanting this just to hang a little. He's asking it to hang as just dive under.
Very good effort.
So, Twisty will be down on his backhand again. Sit down on that second wood there of Cody Packer right on the 2 metre line.
He really needs one out to the left of screen. Sorry, the right of screen, the left as he looks at it. The other left. Cody does get a little chip on that jack with the last bowl. It could be as many as 3 with his own possibly as well. That's exactly why Benny's playing that backhand side.
Yep, he's definitely got a wider line from his previous. He's jogging up after this. Really wanting that to run. If he gets right down in the hole, well...
Or not.
That turned a lot more than he anticipated, I think.
Not pleased with it. Pretty close. It's not quite the result he was after.
So Cody with an opportunity here. Not an easy one though, Andrew. But it is one of them opportunities in matches that you'd really like to grab here. Well, he's slightly wider than his previous. He's wanting this to get right down. Well, he has. That's a great bowl, Cody Packer. He's made definitely one, and I think that might be it.
Watch that one again. Little tap on the bowl. Didn't get it quite through enough, but it is one. 1 all. Exchanged singles on the opening two ends. Benny Twist takes the open air.
Yeah, finished in a nice home there. Good opening bowl, Benny.
So our next stream game will be approximately 1 p.m. tomorrow with the fours. Team streaming will probably not be finished till, maybe 9:30 tonight. These two could be 10 o'clock. So it'll be about a 15-hour day for us. Might need our beauty sleep. Ready to start next year's championships after that sleep.
And you saw Cody just slipping through the hole there. Then just underline, so it's pretty open to the jack here for either player. You see Brianna walk past. She's gone from competitor straight into supporter mode.
I think I know which one she'd find harder, and that's watching.
Well, I think that could be shot, Andrew. Still plenty of room there, and I do like Ben Twist's position here. Look, even though it's evening, the crowd has not dispersed. If anything, it's actually got bigger.
Great to see people enjoying the bowls.
Well, Benny's close here. Any movement of Jack is good. Well, he's played a dead draw. Great shot. Benny Twist. It's definitely won.
Well, Cody Packer, last bowl of this end. Can't afford to be too attacking here. If he gets a little piece of the jack and doesn't go with it, could turn Benny Twist into 3. Should also be well aware that Ben Twist can trail that jack a matter of 20 centimetres to make 3. So very delicate balancing act. Do you go for protection or do you try and get shot?
He's looking for the trail. If he gets this straight down the line, that's a great bowl, Cody Packer.
Well, taking away that danger.
Well, there's no chance of Twisty getting a big count here at all now. 2 shots to Cody. There's a bit of room there. But I think that was a great result for Cody.
Well, very good shot. He may have left a relatively easy draw for Benny Twist. Still has to do it, but he's given him no chance to just dribble the jack back 20 centimetres for 4. 2 down. Only availability is to draw a shot. you couldn't coach someone to do Ben Twist's delivery. But boy, is it effective.
Well, how's his speed, Andrew? He needs Jack, I think. Well,
I don't think he's gone through far enough to say that Cody's going to get 2 on this third end.
That is 2 to Cody.
Well, I'm glad you told me it was the Cockatoos and the Trees, Jason, because I would have thought it would have been your fan club there cheering on. The light's well and truly now the main only source. Brilliant lights here at Cherry Street Sports.
Yeah, good starter there by Cody. Just over a foot short in that area to be used. Twisty just scooting past there, but he'll be happy with where it's finished.
Yeah, I did just snap off a little picture here and texted that off to the Albatross, said my view of the game. He just responded to a little message I sent him in between the games. Well, it's a couple of good ones from Cody Packer. We might just squeeze that camera in a little bit. The Ben Twist bowl is off the bottom of our main view screen. Pretty well down from Twisty here. I think it's just going to fade underneath.
Yeah, it did.
Very close. Cody Packer. Chance to be holding 3 here, I think.
Well, gets any of the jack would be handy. Oh, probably not enough.
Maybe a bit more than that, yes.
Just a little bit, yep.
Yeah, good home. Be at least, yes, 2 down, says the marker. Twisty.
Wow.
Well, Cody Packer can draw here. If he gets a toucher to the bottom of the Y, or just to the bottom of the S on the Cherry Sports Group logo, would be holding 4.
that draw line. If he gets any of Jack, is good. Well,
I think it's at least 3.
most definitely 3. Andrew, I wouldn't be giving up on 4. Not looking out live.
Yeah. The camera angle does deceive.
Yeah, that front bowl does look a lot closer on our camera than what it does live, so...
Well, Twist is attacking.
He is. Does he get down enough? No, it just holds, so...
Well, that's a big count.
Cody doesn't even need to measure. It is only 3, so... Camera didn't lie.
6-1, though. Cody's got the mat a couple of metres, 3 metres up, maybe 3.5 metres up from the tee.
There's the Dubbo crew there in the background, Andrew. Big shout out to the Club Dubbo members. The ladies are here ready to rock and roll.
I'll tell you what though, you look in the background behind our cameras on this shot and it's just a sea of people inside the club. And along this window next to us, of course.
Yeah, standing room only inside.
The seats along the window, very, very popular. Not behind me though. I must block the view. Well, this early stage, you'd almost have to say Cody Packer's got the ascendancy. He just seems to have got the conditions a little better.
Yeah, obviously very different to the conditions they played their semi-finals in.
It was around 11:30, 12 o'clock today. Quite a lot warmer, a little bit breezier. Pace would have changed too. It's been drying out through the day and now just cooled down a little bit. Probably just dropping off a little bit.
That's a great
but not
bowl.
a lot.
Brilliant bowl there by Cody Packer.
Well, you mentioned the West Dubbo, Club Dubbo people turning up, the crew. I'm calling him the biggest man in bowls now, Anthony Brown. The Facebook reel, TikTok reel, same one of his shots from the All Abilities Championships, is up over 3 million views combined on Facebook and TikTok. Which is phenomenal.
Cody down very well here. Well, he's playing some sensational bowls early on, and we're seeing already Cody's given most of his bowls a chance. He's looking to move Jack constantly. Obviously changed the look of it to twisty. We know if Twisty gets in some rhythm, he's very hard to break out of it. So I like this tactic that Cody's using.
Well, Ben's just got a little bit of speed on this. He wants to get round those short bowls. Not going to. I didn't mind the shot. There's a promotion of his own, or just sneak inside, sit either one trail.
Well, it is still on for him, Andrew. I think you might see Cody playing similar positive draw. He could actually push his short bowl up and push the jack through, change the look of it again. It's one of those things where it's a little bit open for Ben, so, and it might be two, but does Cody try and play a shot to get a really good one?
Oh, look, I think he just draws in that forehand. He's got his own to promote, can go round. Ideally, he's going to come in and block the hole.
Well, he has blocked it a little bit, Andrew.
Well, I think Benny's only got his backhand here. Needs to be careful. Doesn't want to rip his own out and leave Cody another. But if he plays good weight, there should be minimal danger. Can get his own bowl up to the jack, can just sneak inside and get down to the jack as well.
It's probably just another bowl wider from his previous. Looking at this one. Does it hold all the way down into the hole? He needs to miss that front one. Whoa. Well, that last bowl of Cody Packer's did come into play then.
Well, I thought he had this all the way. Look at this. Just a faint little nick. And nothing.
Yep.
Well, unfortunate. Very unlucky.
Very unlucky, but Cody's last bowl did come into play. If it wasn't there, he was all the way down to the jack.
2 to Cody, wasn't it?
2 shots to Cody was indicated by the marker, yep.
So 8-1. Is that what we say on our scoreboard at the end of the rink?
You are correct.
Good. Can't see it from here. I've got my privacy screen in front of me. Or the 2 computer screens, the keyboard, the stream deck, the launch pad, the audio desk, the bond, the decimator, the computer, and the trolley.
So you got some equipment in front of you. That's what you're trying to say, really.
And the little screen on the front of the trolley.
So Cody's first bowl there, he's probably about a metre short. Opportunity here for Twisty. Right on this, try and get some ascendancy back. 8-1 lead, that's
a third of the way there, nearly.
Pretty significant. Still a long way to go. Great shot, Cody Packer.
He just keeps doing it, doesn't he? Well, Ben's having a run at this early. He's got one Cody Packer bowl. Plenty of room here for Cody to add a second, though.
And that's a tactic we saw Twisty using very, very often in his semi-final against Corey. It wasn't live streamed, but we could see it quite clearly. If Corey had anything near it, Twisty wasn't mucking around. He was up and at it a lot.
Very good bowl.
Yeah, that's finishing in a great home.
Just in between Ben's bowl and the jack.
Going again. He likes it. He does like this. Yeah. Good hit.
Oh, they're going to chuck him back up to the far end.
Andrew, that's some people might go, well, why would you when there was more down this end? Well, if both players agree, they can play from the end that they're playing to, but if one doesn't, well, in the rules, or the laws, I should say, Andrew, is that right?
Correct.
They are to replay the end.
The end is replayed in the same direction unless both players agree differently. And if you think you have a tactical advantage playing in that direction, why would you not?
Haven't seen one yet, but you are correct.
Well, Cody might have just thought he'd grabbed hold of a good line here. Said, no, you know what, let's play them in the same direction. And his line is pretty good.
Well, this line's good also. Just needs to run down to it. And that's one to Ben Twist. As we've seen, still a lot of room there for Cody Packer.
10 centimetres, a lot of room for Cody Packer today, by the looks of it.
And nails it. Ben's just playing a bit more of a controlled weight this time.
Just a little on the wide side.
Yeah, but he's giving himself an option at the back to count. And for Cody, he'll be looking for movement of this jack again, Andrew. You take that drive out of the equation, or will make it harder for Ben to get to. He's in a very good area. Does he flop it down behind? Well, unfortunately not, and he could be one down after that. He is, so...
Yeah.
Marker indicates Ben now has shot.
I think Benny will stick backhand draw just up and over his own bowl. Get down to those two Cody Packer white bowls the back right of screen when we flick back to the end view. Just looking to draw past his own. A little bit on the tight side here and a little bit on the short side. Well,
a bit tentative there, obviously. He's worried about, I wouldn't say worried, but Jack moving backwards.
Cody can afford to reach this. He can just inside of Ben's bowl or a little trail. There is a bit of a gap there. That's the thing. You're probably better off just to get inside of the bowl. Might actually put you onto the jack. Cody Packer.
Well,
very close.
Very close. Jack.
Well, might have just taken it a bit too far for a great result. It's only one.
It's deceptive, isn't it, Andrew? On screen, it looks close to 2, but live.
We probably don't exactly have the best angle live either.
No, you're right.
Ben Twist on his way down on this head, down by a number.
Oh, it's not here, Andrew, and somewhat uncharacteristic of Benny. So
2 to Cody. He's the first one to double figures.
opening bowl about a metre short. Twisty's going to want this to run a bit more.
Well, Cody Packer looking for a couple of feet on his previous one. Looks like he's got it.
Oh, he's just slid under, unfortunately.
Twisty just wants to get past his own bowl. Certainly sounds like there's another ambulance on its way to the hospital.
Marker just indicated Cody's 2 down here. He's on a great line though. He's not 2 down anymore. Great shot, Cody Packer.
Well, Ben Twist. You're not trying to get through his own bowls to the shot. Looks like it.
Get down into the port and sit the shot through. He's very close here, Andrew. Misses the front. Well, that's an unlucky result.
You ever get the feeling it ain't your day? Wonder if Benny's starting to feel that now. Thought he had it all the way. Looked good. Looked great. Got that. Clips the jack. And it just runs straight down to the bowl that he'd hit. Now Cody, he could even be drawing for 3 here.
And he's done it. He's at least 2. Favour him for 3. And at 10-1. Ben Twist really needs to grab this end now. Opportunity there.
Well, all he has is a draw. Probably looking at backhand, trying to just sneak in under Cody Packer's bowls. Very close, but I think he's just a little high. Going to run past. Well, Twisty just seems a bit out of sorts.
Well, he might be out of sorts, but Cody's been putting the pressure on him every single end.
2?
If Ben has had something near it, Cody has come up with an answer. Every opportunity so far Cody's had, he's capitalising. He hasn't made the heads easy for Ben with that constant movement of jack.
Well, he's been brave enough to go for the little trail just to hide it away.
Yeah, I really like the game plan he seems to be employing. He may be holding shots, but if it looks open for Twisty to get to, he hasn't been scared in changing it up. It's about getting that more secure shot rather than having a 3 or a 4 that's somewhat open.
Yeah, now if you're struggling to see that jack on our screen, it's right on the S of the Cherry Sports Group, which is of course our venue here in the beautiful Northern Rivers region. for the TAB State Championships.
He's just slid past, but it's fine. Benny's just struggled to find that good weight. Whereas Cody, he has found that weight. You could throw a mat over the top of his bowls most of the time and cover them all up. And he's very close again here, Cody Packer. Yep, that's 2.
Oh, Benny's a little bit of aggression here.
Yep, he's going, I've had enough of this.
Oh, he was hitting them against Corey Wedlock this afternoon. So Cody's bowls are just short of jack high.
Well, that's a very, very good bowl. Good home.
Just back.
Yep.
Ken's been running.
Well, he's going again.
Backed himself.
Well, he's got
Oh,
one of them out. Well, did he sneak shot? Still plenty of room there. Expect Cody to get something inside anyway, but
well, you have a look at this run. He makes connection. The back one spears out, and the other one just sort of rolls forward a little bit. You would expect that Cody Packer would draw a shot here. Going on his form today.
yeah, he's well down. That's definitely one. If he didn't have it beforehand, he has now, and well, Ben's having a good look at it. He's having a second look, so it's pretty close. What do you think? If he's one down, he's having a look at it, Andrew?
Well, possibly. He's a fair distance. If he was confident, I'd be backing Ben Twist to draw this every day of the week. So he just seems to be a little bit out of sorts. If he's going to get back into this game, though, he really needs to do something now. Cody, 12-1 up. It's a very strong lead.
Well, on the backhand, he's just going for the dead draw here. Well, how's his weight?
It's not too bad.
Well,
Just a little bit under the line.
well, Cody's not giving it up.
Benny not that excited about the delivery because he was a bit tight. His weight, actually pretty good.
Oh, that's close.
Well, Cody must think he's got it because he's asking Ben to measure. Often if you're happy to concede it, you won't ask your opponent. So he's asking Benny to put the tape on just to confirm. And if Benny's not convinced, we'll call the umpire across, who'll independently make that decision. No, they can't decide. And Rexy's on his way out.
Well,
while it's happening, Benny's just going for a little comfort stop. And as any umpire should, the chocks are out and on the bowls. The targets are on, laser measure now out.
so Cody Packer. So we just heard that. Benny Twist was 5'16", or I would say 51.6 centimetres. And Cody Packer was 5'14", or 51.4 centimetres. So we're talking 0.2 of a centimetre in that.
Yeah, not much.
And Cody now goes 13-1 up. That's a great opener. Cody down on a good line again. Yeah, well. Benny on a positive line here, looking to swing down for the jack. He's very close here, Andrew.
Got it.
And he's got one. Well, there's probably 2 foot of room there, and as we've seen Cody today in his semi and so far in this final, that's a lot of room for him. Well, he's just got to miss either side now. He's missed under. I think that's good enough for shot.
Yep.
Call out in the comments for a Ben Twist fight back, Andrew, and everyone wants that, but I know our supporters to the left of me doesn't want to see that.
And he's on not a bad line. I don't think he's just going to get there, though.
He's just struggling with that weight tonight, Andrew.
He's just out of sorts.
Merrylands supporters did say they would clap it if it happened.
Very gently.
What that bowl's done though is really given Ben a chance here to plant. So important for Cody to get another one close, I think, here, Andrew, and
Just like this.
he has delivered. Great shooting, Cody Packer. He has had all the answers so far in this final.
Well, we were hoping for a great game. We are seeing some great bowls. It's all a little bit one-sided at the moment in the results, though, because Cody Packer, well, he's on fire. And Benny's having a whack. He can't buy a trick.
Results aren't going his way. It's another 2 to Cody. You know, other days you get those edges and they go in the favour of you, but tonight they've all gone the way of Cody Packer. And in all honesty, Cody has had many bowls in great areas to get those results as well. The other thing is Cody's getting used to a length and being able to keep this momentum going, and that'll be the biggest thing we see, I think, when Benny gets a chance to dictate the length. I think we'll see some drastic change. Brilliant bowling, Cody Packer. Straight away, Benny on the attack. This is what he did against Corey. It was a tactic that seemed to work for him. So Mark is getting a bit of practice delivering bowls, and he'll need it all when he's up against the mighty Yamba in Pennants next weekend.
You get picked, did you?
No, mate, no. I'm on the sidelines, but I have got a message asking if I can fill in the lower grade, which I think I might. The Yamba Grade 2s have already qualified and in first spot. Grade 4 have also qualified, but there's one bloke out on a holiday. I think he's cruising at the moment. So I'll reply to that message later. We'll just have to double check.
You being included won't upset the team harmony?
Not at all, mate. I'm a team man, mate. I've been part of the team all season so far, turning up, and I make sure the guys have been hydrated.
Hydration and lolly manager, is that your job?
The lolly manager's Rosie, the actual team manager. She brings the lollies. I just look after the hydration, so it's a full sports team we've got behind our pennant team. Great bowling here. Back to the main action. Cody just wants to hold that line now and run down to it. Yeah, good effort. Surprised he missed. just the level of play he's played tonight.
Still 2 bowls to go for him.
Well, I know, but Ben's just on that slightly higher line. He doesn't want any contact on that one. Well, he's just fattening that target up more, and just saw some expression from him. It's a bit of frustration from Ben up there. So, a lot of good options here for Cody now. You see him straight away. Good positive line. He's got that extra positive weight. Well, will he hold? He's just slid under, but it's still there. He's put that bowl in a good position, Andrew.
Exactly. I was just going to say, that one up under the P, pretty good spot. It's also very possible the jack could end up there if Cody gets the outside of his, it's the inside rub off his own bowl with his next bowl. Benny needs to do something just to try and get it in.
Well, he's got all the back set up.
Well, even though it is a bit one-sided here, I think we should all just sit back and enjoy the show. Don't be trying to be too analytical. Don't worry about what's going on. Just watch the bowls. Got a pet hate of people being negative about bowlers and whatever else. You're getting some free entertainment. Sit back, enjoy the shots. Celebrate the fact that we've got live bowls on at 6:56 p.m. on a Sunday evening.
Cody's wanting this to swing harder. Well, swung a bit too hard, actually.
Well, Benny Twist, holding shot.
He is holding shot. But there's opportunity for a count, Andrew. Does he think about trying to take it, or do you take this shot, grab the mat and try and dictate a new length?
Oh, a bit of both, I think, actually. Well,
It'll be interesting.
he can turn his own bowl on the jack. He could make 4. But is it worth the risk? You're a bit tight. You chip your own out. You drop a 2. Maybe. The old live dog.
Yeah, he's playing a bit of a practice bowl there. Draw wide if it does come back. Well, he's happy to get the one, control the mat, and
Oh, and I've just pressed the wrong button.
now 15-2.
Benny, nothing in his way. He's dropped a little bit short, and a bit of frustration there. Cody Packer, opportunity here. 15-2 lead in this race to 25. So if you are on your way to Cherry Street Sports for the fours tomorrow, jump online, check out Skin Check Champions, partnering with Bowls New South Wales here at the State Championships. You can get a free skin check. Qualified doctor knows exactly what he's doing. Very painless process, about 15 minutes, but we do encourage you to book in. It is pretty popular, completely free, and it's 15 minutes that could save your life. Jason and I both been in. We survived.
Sure did. Very easy, Andrew.
Jump on bowlsnsw.com.au, check out the offer, or click the link in the bio on our YouTube video.
Okay, so 2 shots here to ban. He would really love to lock this jack away, Andrew. Words are starting to get muddled up too.
Love the chocolates the way too. It has been a long day.
Well, he wants this to run harder. It's right up to the blue line. Well, that's enough for 3. Plenty of room for Cody. Switching back to the backhand. Draw down and beat that jack high bowl. Well, is he down enough? He's down enough, all right. Cody Packer has been brilliant, and even Benny Twist acknowledges that, gives him a clap.
Well, he's got to go for it, hasn't he?
Well, he will be. He'll be playing forehand underneath the bowl. He doesn't want any jack.
Will he go forehand or backhand, mate? There's a chance on either. Backhand, he's just got to get around his own bowl. Forehand, he's got to get under his own. Both, I suppose it depends on which way you can see it from Matt.
I think the forehand, he has an option if he's
slightly
misses.
He is actually going the forehand.
If he slightly misses, he's got the option of pushing himself up into the head. Positive. Andrew, is he under here? He's
very
getting
close.
Down. He's very close.
No, he's given it up.
Well, Cody Packer.
Backhand draw for 2.
Every answer. Well, trail for 3. Wouldn't put it past him.
Well, the way he's been playing,
just playing the dead draw for 2.
Probably two of the most ordinary bowls he'd played, his first 2, and then goes, well, you know what? Time for a good one. Bang, shot.
Yeah, no, he's trying to be...
I think I'd be just tending to draw here, just not take any 2 risks. Get out to a even bigger lead.
Most definitely. You know, if you're chasing a couple of shots, you might decide to play that extra metre of weight on to try and bring it back bowl in, but...
Yeah, draw, just keep that rhythm going.
Oh, I think Cody's happy with that. He's backing off. He's very happy with it, and that's been the story of the game, hasn't it, Andrew?
2 more, 17-2.
Cody Packer's draw bowls have been sensational. It's basically put on a clinic for anyone wanting to learn how to play good draw bowls. Watch this game over a few times. Still not over yet, I must say, but...
Well, stranger things have happened, but it doesn't look like it at the moment.
The first live stream game in the first game of the second one, he used the black and whites. So every after game they used the blue and blues. And Canley goes, what's the difference was? She goes, what's the difference was? I said, well, normally I always see play the blue and blues in the live stream games when I watch a live stream game. I said, I always see play the blue and blues. But on the carpet, he plays the black and white. And then here he plays the black.
Okay, yeah, he's wanting this to run up, so it's probably about a metre short there. Maybe a little bit more, but...
He won his game, but he wasn't. That's what I'm saying. He was very. He got those blue and blues out. In that final, he's like,
Benny, pretty well down here. Just gets a little nick on that jack and runs past.
Give it every chance to get down, didn't he?
no, he used the yellow. No, the blue and blues. When he plays like those. No, he's hitting it like a maroon everything. Yeah, but normally when you see.
Oh, this looks okay from Cody as well. Maybe a little speedy. Yep, he's going to right through. That'll plop into
Wow.
the sand.
Right, Benny. Has he got the run to get all the way up here, Andrew? No, he hasn't.
Oh, Cody. Another metre on his previous.
Well, he is up. Well done, Cody.
Shot.
Christie on a good line. Has he got that extra metre of weight this time? Well, he's just pulled up short again.
Just sat on the back of the shot
Yeah,
bowl.
he's quite frustrated. Look at him. Cody. Brilliant shooting. Again, changing the head up. Well, he's going quick. Oh, Andrew. It's only one here to... Oh, Cody hasn't got any more bullets. I was looking at... I thought he might have had one more, but...
No. He's got one.
He's got one up on the bank, that's right. So Cody will go to an 18-2 lead.
Well, mate, there's the silverware. Waiting the winner, and that is increasingly looking like Cody Packer. Needs 7 shots more. And Benny Twist, can he just find that special something that we know he's capable of?
Well, it's not a bad start. Look, it's not completely out of the question, Andrew. I do know the quality of Benny Twist. No game's over until that 25th shot is scored. I think at this stage of the game, it's about, again, well...
Slid through.
It's just about Twisty trying to keep Cody out here for every extra end possible. He's pretty well down again. Twisty is. Well done. So what we have noticed, Andrew, is last two ends, Cody's first two bowls have been...
Not as perfect.
Yeah, not as good as what he has been.
Well,
we've set a high standard for him, I think, or he's set a high standard for himself.
He dominated the early parts against Darren Morrison, and Darren then just walked back into the game.
Well, that's a good bowl. He's got second wood out of that. That's a good second for Cody. He's on a tight line, Andrew. White was good, though.
a big shout out of thanks to the many staff, volunteers, and the boards of Cherry Street Sports, Club Lennox, and Alstonville Plateau Sports. So far, we've had some pretty challenging conditions, and I've heard no real complaints from any of the players, other than we made them play in the rain. We're meanies. But the dedication and the commitment to the championships and to presenting all three clubs in the best possible light has been absolutely outstanding. And a big thanks to Terry Sheen, the CEO of the Cherry Sports Group, which includes Club Lennox, and to Marissa up at Alstonville. They have been absolutely astounding in their support of this event. And we could not be happier with the assistance we have got from the staff and the volunteers. They have been absolutely astounding. Been absolutely fantastic, and it's been great that Jason's come along and helped us out here and lent us his voice. But he's been our guest expert.
I wouldn't say expert. I just get on here and call it as I see it, mate. But it's definitely been a great opportunity to come along and work with the New South Wales team. And
because we're all such lovely blokes as well, and geniuses.
And the girls, mate. Come on.
Yep, and Kira does a sensational job in the background with our social media posts and the comms, and coordinating the merch sales here along with Dean. Nick has been probably on the live stream more than me. Jumped in when I had to go and get stitched up. And Lee, up until tomorrow, has been kingpin of the group. And he's going to go off and have a game of bowls tomorrow. Good luck.
I think he's gone home and tucked into bed already, has he, for tonight?
No, he's in.
He will still have some official duties, won't
He's
he?
inside just touching up the makeup ready for the presentation ceremony.
So the green, as we know, has definitely slowed down. Both guys had a lot more bowls dropping short, which has a tendency to do under the lights, but it's been Cody Packer that it's adjusted much, much better.
We've all had these games where we've been dominated on the scoreboard, and sometimes you feel like giving the game away, and other times you think, you know what, I can do better, I'll go out and try again.
Well, they aren't conditions that he wouldn't be used to. He did finish a late one last night in his third round match. Benny did against Lee Schreiner.
Under lights, yes. We're probably about an hour later than that now.
Cody Packer. That is just sensational.
Because daylight saving did finish overnight. So in comparative sun time, we're probably quite a bit later.
Benny's not far away here, Andrew. Tell you what, if he gets around it, well, he's got the edge,
Well,
but he's opened it up for himself.
Just fell out as well.
Cody would love to get another little trickle of the jack here, wouldn't he, Andrew? Close this right off.
Wants to sneak inside
No,
Benny's
gets
bowl,
his-
just run.
Well, he has. That's 2 bits. Now we're going to see
He'll
some aggression here from Benny. There's nothing else he's got on. Clean split.
Clean split is good, except I think a clean split will almost cannon the right-hand bowl into his own and probably jam it in there. But the clean split, if he follows on and gets the jack, is good. The danger is he just gets a little slide and takes his own out and drops a 3. This stage of the game, he's probably just going to hang the consequences and go for it. Well, you can tell the pressure because Benny's taking more twitches than normal. And he's not going big, but he's going fairly direct.
Controlled. He's close, is he, Andrew? Inside. He's got the split right through onto the jack. It's followed all the way into the ditch. That is a very, very good shot. How much room has he left Cody Packer now to draw? Well,
That much.
so there you see. Probably 600, Andrew?
Yep. Not a hell of a lot of room.
It's a shot that these players do practice regularly. Drawing down to the ditch. And they'll be confident tonight with this slightly slower green. Will he pull up? He has played a howler. Cody Packer has been simply sensational.
That's a pretty good summary of the night. And Benny Twist just gave a little smile, said, well, that's just too good. Fantastic delivery. So Cody Packer. $19.3 is what I've got. 19.3 is what the scoreboard on the rink says. Might be pretty close. Well, we talk about Lev. Just going to check his makeup there. Ready for the presentation. And Benny attacking first delivery. And he's got it. Bang, straight back to the ditch. Really does want to test my skills on this camera.
Well, that is a very, very good shot by Twisty.
Actually, I'll
Unfortunately,
point this one up. We'll
he has left Cody Packer a foot to draw a shot. And the way Cody's playing, would not surprise me if he drops this right on the edge. Well, not with that first one. Well, he gets up. Well, does he get past Cody? Not sure.
measure for second is the call from the
Cody probably looking for around about 2.5 foot. Same. Well, he's got less on that, so.
Does favour Benny for second was the answer to that question.
Yeah, Benny wanted him to give an opinion.
Well, most players do. Generally, they don't care if you get one wrong occasionally, but they want an opinion to form their shot. They soon work out whether they can trust the marker's call or not.
Well,
wants to get past his own bowl.
Don't know if he's up here, Andrew.
Does not. Well, he
Oh,
might
he
get
was.
past.
Holy jeez, that really swung. Might have got past. Don't know if it counts.
Well, good news for your fans. We are going to have a stream match in the morning. Nick's decided that he would come down and set up and stream. So we'll let you know which one it's going to be.
That'll be interesting.
I know which one we're going to do, but I'm not going to say just in case we work out something different. But I'm pretty sure it will be the senior women.
Okay.
And I've got the thumbs up from Lee.
Well, that's a good bowl by Cody. I thought it could have been an opportunity to get the reserves in there. We don't get too many opportunities. No. Anyway, that's fine.
No, look, you're generally fine. We'll get better audiences. We did stream the senior men's singles final last year at Dubbo, so it is only fair that we
did too. So Benny up and at this, trying to get Cody's bowl out. He's just wide.
It is one to bent.
It is one to bent. So, Andrew, have you got the draw for that match? Do we know the combatants? I know one of them. It's a local girl.
Yeah, Iluka.
From Iluka. So, if any of those ones from Iluka are listening in, tune in tomorrow morning. What time, Andrew?
8:30.
There we go. Roughly 8:30. You'll get to have a chance of watching local girl Linny Briggs from
One thing
Iluka.
I can absolutely guarantee is there will not be me on the commentary.
Will not be me either. I think she's up against a lady from Charlestown.
I think you're absolutely right. It's Ray. Hey, Ray. So, Ray Wang, Namatswong. It's taken me a long time to get that, so it's very brave of Nick to come on and volunteer to commentate on Ray Wang Namatswong. You get away with just saying Ray, and she loves it. Everyone else knows who you're talking about. So it's Charlestown and Iluka, and it is 8:30 a.m. start. So if you're a contestant in that, you need to be at Cherry Street Sports. About 8 a.m. We will try to call the cards at 8:15. A little bit later than normal because the two trial ends for a singles game should be quicker.
See Cody with his first, just going right through into the ditch there. Andrew's having a little bit of a yawn.
Oh,
It has
yeah.
been a big day since 7 a.m. this morning.
Did wake up at 3:30. On my normal day would start at about 4:30 something, which is crawl out of bed and get the 5:30 train to go to work.
The opportunity for Twisty. Can he get one on here? Make life somewhat difficult for Cody.
Yeah, funny, mate.
Well,
Nothing's been difficult for him tonight.
no, it hasn't, but it's about making Cody
Yeah.
play the bowls and the big bowls to win the match. Keep asking questions.
Well, he still needs another 6. Twisty needs 21, but that's a pretty fair effort.
That's
I think second shot, it's fallen into second.
Yep.
Twisty's still holding one. Really wants to get back behind the jack. Match that or back resting toucher. Ben did bring the mat quite a way up the green. Little big change in length. Oh, I thought he was going to touch it back then.
Well,
Market confirms to Cody, just the one at the moment. Can play a little bit funky here, just tighten it up a fraction. You can get the trail straight down the line and even get a little scrape off Ben's front bowl. Or
has he got the run?
just
Has he got the
through
run?
it.
Has he got it?
Well, it's Cody Packer's world at this moment. Benny's having a look, what do I do? And attacking probably not the best option here now. He goes at that one and just gets it wrong. His bowl goes out. Cody's goes onto the jack, back to the other two down.
Well, the semi-final, I would have backed Benny Twist to draw this around the corner for 3. I think that's the shot he would be looking for. Well, he's away. He's not happy.
Well, Cody Packer holding one. I think he'll just try to dead draw this. Has got the beauty that he can just touch on his own bowl. Well, sometimes we do get looked after. President just said, do you want a drink? And I've held up the ginger beer bottle. Yes, please.
Well, he's on a good line. He's just a little bit runny. That's all.
Maybe that's part of the reason why Bowls New South Wales was the Sports New South Wales organisation of the year. We've got to give that a plug. And Tillis won an Administrator of the Year award as well. All the work getting the regions together. Got to say, has done a power of work and has done a great job.
You are correct there, Andrew. There's been a lot of work going in the governance of our sport in this state.
If I didn't think so, I wouldn't say anything.
No, exactly. Been a big piece of work to bring together.
Well, had to make some decisions that were a little unpopular at times, but what's the old saying? You can't make an omelette without breaking some eggs.
Yeah.
Well, good start from Cody Packer. The state championships last year won the Sport New South Wales Community Event of the Year award for the massive effort of bringing together 3 venues, the inclusion of the All Abilities, and the great work that was done by the venues and by us in getting it together. And I've got to say, I think this year, if not better, just as good.
Yeah, it's been sensational. I was lucky enough to be out at Dubbo last year, and 3 great clubs there. And the delivery, the organisation, and the facilities
Top notch.
have been matched here at the Northern Rivers, so hats off to both areas. Can't pick a winner as far as which one's better, Andrew. They've both done sensational jobs, and Dubbo will be highlighted next year for the state championships 2026.
Yeah, look, and the board said they had a deliberate move to try to get events to regional areas. There was a little bit of a criticism that Bowls NSW stood for Newcastle, Sydney, Wollongong. True, not really true, but I understand the perception. And to bring the events to Ballina, yep, we are in the top north of the state. I'll bet you the locals are loving having the event in their backyard. But what a great promotion. And we go to another regional area next week down to Merimbula for the state junior championships. And big entries there again. So very good. We're into Foster for the Women's State Carnival in May. And what we think is record entries there. We actually hit the cap, 266 teams, plus a couple of reserves.
That's brilliant.
We go any more, we've got to find another green. 19 greens being used. Well, it's actually 20 greens. We've got not 18 and 2 halves.
Got any carpenters out there? They might be able to build a potter's green, mate.
Certainly would be good. Foster and surrounding clubs right down to Bulladila. He's trying to get rid of Cody's bowls. Oh, and he's got his own.
That really sums up.
Well, this sums up the night, doesn't it? Benny Twist.
For Benny.
Chance to get Cody's his own split off.
Again, Cody's had his bowls in really good areas to get these results. Benny just hasn't been able to take a trick with any sort of weighted shots that he's played, drives, 2 metres on.
Well, Cody's drawing for 4. Benny's nearest one. He's just short and 2 metres more than that away.
Here we go.
Well, that's 4.
Not unexpected. Cody's drawn the 4th.
Well, Benny Twist. Lining up forehand draws. You're going to have a whack again. Well, you'd like to see him draw the shot just to...
Andrew, guess what?
Well, Benny Twist, take a bow.
That was a great bowl, and don't know if you heard it through the microphone, but one of the Merrylands fans here, I got me money on Benny drawing a rest and toucher. Well, it wasn't a toucher, but it was just as good. Well, all that put a bit of fire in Benny and his game.
You can only hope so. And look, even if he doesn't manage to win, you'd like to see him just make a bit of a fight back here. Get to 10, 15.
Well, there's
even up to 20.
Exactly right. And there's still a lot for Benny to play for here. Sort of favour the scoreline for Cody to take this title, but again, that's still not
stranger
guaranteed.
Things have happened.
But we do know Benny still has aspirations to.
See, I've been told to stay and get me beauty sleep in the morning. I don't mind if it goes till 10 o'clock. Not hungry at the moment. Only had lunch at 3. Oh,
wow, looks like he's disturbed. What I would say is a cricket or something out there. Yeah, well, Benny's still got those aspirations of the Jackaroos and wearing the green and gold. So, yeah, definitely. So, this is a real test of character for him here. Well, Andrew, good reply by Benny there. Still got some fight left in him.
It's good to see.
He's going to have to keep digging in for that.
He's not going to give up. He had to hang on in a cliffhanger last night. Knew that he had to get to 18 to seal the section. And it did look like Lee Schreiner was going to run away with the game, but then he got back into it. Cody Packer very close with that one. Just checking with the marker, whereabouts in relation to Jack High his last bowl finished. Well, it's actually just short of Jack High because the centre of the bowl is centre of the Jack. Well, Benny's got that little twisting lope behind this one, but yeah, not quite the one you'd really want to chase. You're getting messages from your fan club there, Jason.
Wow, just keeping an eye on those few comments.
I've got them on the screen, and there's a few I'm just very much ignoring.
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. Well, Cody's just underdone here. I tell you what, he nearly got the boom boom.
No.
So, one bowl each to come here. Lining up the forehand here.
Not too far away.
Oh, he's put his head down. A little bit speedy. Did stay up, however, Andrew.
Very important.
Yep. So Cody, I think, will be playing his forehand as well, looking up over his own. He can afford to be positive here, I think.
Look, just a nice, confident draw. Maybe even use it just enough weight to get back to his bowl that we can see on screen. We can't see Benny's at the back of the rink. But if he does that, he gets up and over his own. There's a chance to push it on. There's also a little chance to just grab a little tickle on the jack. And if you're good enough luck with you can drag it back for two.
Yeah, nothing crazy here. He's only one down.
I think it's still pretty good conditions here. It's starting to get a little bit cool, but not too bad.
Well, he looks to be on a tightish line, but that comes down to his speed. If he finds that hole right through for the shot bowl, wow, Cody Packer. Well, he puts his hand up for that. That bowl was in an area he did put his hand up, but he played good weight, good area, and that was always on.
It's a toucher in the ditch, isn't it?
He is a toucher in the ditch.
One Cody or one Ben?
One to Cody.
21-5.
Benny's just having a look at how that head finished. He's like, how did he get this? He was off having a comfort break.
Skillfully or luckily or both?
Well, when you play well.
Well, I did say I thought it cooled off a bit. The official temperature is 20.5 degrees and apparently feels like 21.4. Tomorrow, up to 27 degrees and glorious day. Well, after that, maybe a little bit of dampness returning. .27, very pleasant.
Beautiful weather, Andrew. Beautiful.
Make sure you do the old slip, slop, slap. Wrap. And there's another one, isn't there? Now? Slide, yes. Slide on some sunglasses.
That's it, yes.
But
Knowledgeable crowd here. They're keeping us well informed. That's great. We're waning a little bit. And
I'm showing my age. It was originally just slip, slop, slap. But also, Bowls New South Wales has partnered with Skin Check Champions. They will be here tomorrow, so book your free skin check today. Well, for tomorrow. They are wonderful people there. Both Jason and I have done it. About 15 minutes. Qualified medical practitioners there. He'll just have a look at any spots on your skin. No need to be embarrassed. They had a look at me. There's nothing too pretty about it.
well,
Jason, you got the completely clean bill. I got told to go and have one little thing that checked. Might need just to be nitrogened off, but nothing to worry about at this time. So that's a get it checked next time. Good bowl by Benny.
I think he's still one down though. It's indicated by the marker. Yep. One to Cody.
Other thing to remember, Friday, 11th April, round one. The fixtures are online now. Tipping comp there. You can prove that your bowls knowledge is the best. I'm not holding out any hope. I can't pick who's going to win there. But we kick off with our live stream on Friday, the 11th of April. I think it's a 6 o'clock kick-off. Cabramatta Bullants at home to the St John's Park Saints. Promises to be an absolute cracker. The Bullants, pretty much the same squad as last year. One little change, one out, one in, but they've recruited from within. Benny Moorthorpe gets an elevation into the Platinum squad.
Oh, Ben, well done. Up and over that bowl, so he's now got the shot.
A few little changes at the Saints, a couple of changes in personnel. The Saints' loss is the Magic's gain in a couple of cases. But certainly looking forward to that. Tomorrow morning, special bonus. It's not on your streaming schedule, but you will get to watch the senior women's singles final tomorrow morning. Cody Packer.
Answer after answer after answer Cody's come up with.
So 8:30 tomorrow morning. Ray Namatwong from Charlestown up against Iluka.
Lucas Lenny Briggs.
I thought I'd let the local bloke introduce.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of Northern Rivers.
And then tomorrow afternoon, fours action from 1 p.m. approximately.
There we go. Lee Stinson's putting in his platinum pennant tips.
He should be. Oh, yeah, on the screen there. Oh, Benny Twist.
He just needs to run. And he's done it, Benny. Another last bowl cracker. Another one.
Just hanging on.
Well, if Benny's going to win this, we're going to be here till 10:30, 11 o'clock, I think. Ladies and gentlemen, get yourself locked in.
I'll just see if he's paying the overtime.
You don't start till 1 tomorrow, ladies.
I've got to stop looking at my watch. I haven't fixed it for daylight saving time yet.
It does feel late, but yeah, daylight savings has kicked in. It's only 8 o'clock. It feels like.
Well, it feels like 9 o'clock because that's what it was yesterday.
This is true.
Well, this is just about T to T. And, well, it's a decent start from Ben. The way Cody's played tonight, though, you would expect that he would draw inside that. Although, it's been his third bowl that's been doing the damage in the last few ends. Early on, his first two were absolutely sensational. And I'll tell you what, nearly all this crowd has still hung on despite the scoreline being a little one-sided. I'll tell you what, the crowd's loving the chance to be able to come here on a nice April night here in Ballina and to witness two spectacular bowlers challenging each other.
Wow. Both players played for Australia. Benny, he has now got two.
if you add up all of our social coverage, the views on our live streams and on our clips, I reckon we'd be into the 10 million people reached, or 10 million views.
For the whole championships.
Yeah, well, when you consider Anthony Brown's at about 3.5 by himself.
Yeah, legend he is.
Well, Cody Packer, a little bit under the line with this one.
Well, a little bit under over there for Cody, but still expect him to adjust. Whereas Benny here, if he can plonk one right on top of this jack here, doesn't want to leave anything either side of it.
Well, hopefully everybody is looking forward to those platinum matches next weekend. We actually have 3 rounds, so you can get along to a Friday night game, Saturday afternoon, evening, Sunday morning. Oh, happen to know Dicko's got a busload of people.
Wow, Benny Twist. Starting to find it a little bit, ladies and gentlemen.
Dicko's got a busload going down from North Haven to the hangar to watch the Jets play. Nice little day trip. Good on him. They're keen. Little tip about the hangar. I don't know if they're doing it again this year, but I think they did. They certainly did last year, a catering package
Cody,
up on the balcony.
that's a very good reply there.
Fantastic. That's cut it back to 1.
Yep.
Well, Ben Twist, he's holding one. Would dearly love to add another one and just put a little bit of pressure back on Cody. Seems to like it
Yeah, I like his grass.
just outside that blue line.
Well,
He
really
wanted-
coming home late there, aren't they, Andrew, down that side of the green?
He's still turning.
So, chance for Cody here. Just be playing a good solid draw, nothing crazy again, Andrew. He doesn't want to be getting his own out of the head there, but he could still afford to be up, 2 foot. Won't do any damage.
Look at it. I've also been really impressed with the people here taking this as a celebration of bowls. And while we are playing for state championships, there's a lot of people just celebrating that they've been able to attend and compete. Especially the senior people. They're just so happy to be out and competing in the open reserves. Got their chance. A few of those fellas up and coming and a few that took up the game a bit later and just love the chance that they can play for a state title and compete.
Yeah, so seen plenty of players on our live streams, and just wondering for our viewers out there, throw it in the chat. Who's probably been your player of the championship so far that you've been watching? For me, Probably based on results, it's probably Brianna Smith at this stage, dual champion. Last year there was no doubt of who was the player of the championships.
Well, you win everything. I think she even won a meat raffle.
Oh. Doesn't surprise me.
Actually, I have no idea. I was just being funny, but...
Okay, Benny now. Want to get another one close, and it's nearly a case of maybe wanting to change their head up as well, but I think for Benny, he's just looking to group bowls now.
This green probably still running around about 13.5, I'd imagine. I think we might have got up to the 15.5, 16 at some point today.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Just dropped a little bit of speed as it's cooled down. Don't know if there's any due at the moment.
Cody Packer.
Fantastic bowling.
Well, we'll see a positive draw here from Benny, that is for sure. Well, we've seen plenty of great shots this championship's also. Andrew can't go past last night's match and shot by Lee Schreiner. It's going to be hard to beat that one for shot of the championships.
Drawings the ditch.
I rate that shot up there with the YouTube sensation Nick Brett. Benny just holds down to this now. He's given it every chance, and he got enough of it. He's got himself a result. And what he's doing, he's asking the question of Cody, okay, I'm not going to give this to you lightly. Still plenty of room there for Cody Packer, though.
Look, he can just get a little touch on this, tuck it round the corner.
Oh, how's
his
speed's pretty good, Andrew. Get the edge of that. Oh, he's gone through the gap. Still favour Ben for one.
But look at that setup.
I wouldn't mind Cody's setup, though. Twisties away. Can he get back and down into that port where Cody... No, he hasn't. And
Grass line, not too bad, just needed a bit more speed. Maybe he should have used his 5% discount with AAT Kings for a holiday. Jump on the link in the YouTube bio or visit aatkings.com.au. Special offer for Bowls New South Wales, 5% discount on a range of holidays, and you can get up to $180 in air credit on selected tours as well. Check the link in the YouTube bio.
well, here we go, Andrew. I think Cody will be playing good weight here to make a change. If he can get any of the jack back, he can get Ben out clean and stay himself. He's in an area here. He's very close. He is
Better than close.
better than close. Cody Packer. Well, He has just been absolutely superb.
Well, we're all but.
It's amazing that 2 weeks ago Cody was having this done to him by Jack Jane. Same thing.
So we're possibly the last end here. Cody Packer, 24, leads Ben Twist, 7. Merrylands leads St John's Park in the TAB State Championships men's singles final. We're coming to you live from Cherry Street Sports. And a big thank you to Cherry Street Sports for their wonderful sponsorship towards hosting this event in the Northern Rivers. And great support from Club Lennox and Alstonville Plateau Sports. Ben Twist.
Well, can Ben try and lengthen this game out a bit more? Yeah, that's a great start.
Oh, let's hit the button. We want to see that bowl.
And not surprisingly, Cody Packer has an answer. Well, he has played some sensational bowls. No matter what challenge has been thrown down at him, he has found the answer. This is no mean feat to get over Ben Twist. But he has simply outplayed him in every aspect of the game tonight.
Benny has looked out of sorts for part of the game, but I don't think he's been helped by Cody Packer being so awesome.
Oh, exactly. And it's that pressure from
Been
Cody.
constant. Now, Cody, I think he should try and draw another one here. Just be positive. Get that jack up, and even if he drags it back to the R on the Cherry Sports.
Well, he's played the weight that you asked for, Andrew. Just a bit high.
You draw another one sitting there where it is, and that's an invitation for Benny to give it a bit of a smack. You drag it, and it just makes it that little bit more difficult. And that's what Cody's done so well tonight, is just drag that jack around the corner and not give Ben anything to look at.
No, there hasn't been too many options for Ben to play the same shot twice in a row.
I think Ben would have liked us to have streamed his semi-final game more than this one.
Well, Ben's going for the bowl here.
Got it.
He has got it
Brilliantly.
nicely. Great shot, Benny Twist.
Well, he's not going to lie down lightly. It's up to Cody now to play another bowl. And Benny's still got a right of reply. What can Cody do here? I'll just try to dead draw it. Get a front hopper.
Well, that's been his strength tonight, hasn't it, Andrew? He has drawn sensational. And again, another answer by Cody Packer.
It could be championship winning bowl.
He is currently holding game for the state championship.
Bend twist. On the way down. Cody Packer looks on.
He's going big. He would love the bowl. Gets the jack for a kill, does he?
I think it stayed in.
He might have stayed in, actually. One's a toucher. One went in the ditch, but
One to Ben.
so one shot to Ben, so he's kept Cody out here for another end. And this is something new from Benny.
Matt right up.
We're going to see first bowl, jack in the pit sort of stuff, maybe, Andrew. Is that maybe
Well,
about the only tactic I think Benny hasn't used?
possible.
If he could rattle off 17 of them, he'd be pretty happy.
Yeah, well, we might even see the umpire measure this one.
Yeah,
And
umpire's call.
look, I'm sure Cody's confident he can draw it, but it's just another message to Benny. Well, come on, you're going to play it on my terms.
Yeah, look, I'm pretty confident that's in. I know how Duncan marks his lines here, and happy to be proven wrong by the umpire, though.
While that measure goes on, take a look at this bowl again.
This was an absolute cracker from Cody. Bang, jack a little bit back, 3 shots. Thank you for coming.
Umpire's measure there going on, and it's okay.
I was in by 50 mil, mate. Miles.
I'm not sure whether Benny's going to try and pot this. Yeah, well, he is.
He is. Well, he's got it, but it's just killed.
So he gets the roll of jack again.
Just moves the mat up a little bit further.
Well, he's going to back himself to roll it to the tee. Doesn't get to the tee. It'll go back. It's got to stop before the sand, and it'll do that as well. There we go again. Sometimes I wonder whether it is worth trying to pot it. If you get it, you're brilliant. But often what you do is miss and give your opponent a free shot. Then again, I probably don't run as good as Benny Twist does.
He's close, Andrew. Well, he got down to it, and he's just killed it, unfortunately, again. Well,
Oh, Benny, he's not getting a share of me overtime, mate.
well, Cody's gone for a comfort break, and Cody's got plenty of time for that comfort break at this stage. Well, it's a little bit... No, he's fine, because I can see where the mat is.
Yeah, plenty of room.
Yeah, plenty of room. There's no need to even...
Well, can he hit 3 in a row? And can he keep one in? Well, the Merrylands supporters called it early. They reckon he's going to get this one.
Yeah, he's close. Well, it's swung under. Okay.
Oh, Cody. Is he going to get sucked into the game too, or is he going to just say, well, you know what, I'm going to draw one? $24-8. Oh, it's a tight line from Cody. That's actually pretty good. It's in behind. Is he going to go again? That's the big question. Well, we saw this in the International Fours final. Ben and Lee Schrainer pot the jack competition. Got potted and Benny Twist drew one to the ditch to win it.
Well, he's drawn down for the shot. Cody now. Is he getting back enough now, Andrew? Oh,
He scared it.
Marker indicates still one to Ben.
Doesn't need a lot on his previous bowl. Does look to be a tightish line again.
Well, he's dropped the weight.
Well, Cody, big chance here. Draw the shot.
Cody
Can afford a tightish line. If he trails it, it's huge. I don't think he'd be really trying to do that. I think he just want to draw the shot.
Wow, top knocker right now, Andrew, and it's there's only one option. It'll be a kill for Twisty.
Just looks a bit speedy.
He's a bit speedy.
Two bowls remaining on this end.
I wonder if Cody's just got a little bit of extra adrenaline pumping in his arm at the moment.
Possibly.
You know, on the edge of that diving board.
Oh, Ben Twist. Holding one. Position, you'd have to say, is all Cody. Twisty also knows he cannot leave one next to the jack.
Well, I don't think he can leave that much room for Cody to
No,
draw either.
he's got to draw.
This is a hard shot.
And he's got to finish behind.
Back knocker.
Gone a little bit wider with this one. Wants to sit that. Well,
Okay.
championship on the line.
Cody now has the chance. The last bowl of this end.
Just needs to keep the cool.
Okay, he's away. Does he like it? It's a little bit wide, Andrew, but how's his speed?
It's fantastic.
Well, I think... Yeah, Benny's clapping. Well, I'll hand over to Andrew to wrap up for the night now.
Well, there it is, ladies and gents, the TAB State Championship men's singles winner for 24-25 for New South Wales, Cody Packer of Merrylands, with a very strong 25-8 victory over Ben Twist. Thanks for joining us. We're a big thanks to our major hosts, Cherry Street Sports, But for the rest of us, it's good night, and we look forward to your company tomorrow morning, 8:30am. Women's senior singles final, Lynn Briggs of Iluka up against Ray Wang Namatwong from Charlestown. Until then, it's good night and good night for now.